Property management fee, usually, well, and it's always going to be based on a percent, well, almost always. It's going to be usually between 3% and 10%, depending on the size of the deal. If you have a 10-unit property, you're probably going to have about a 10% property management fee. You get to 100 units and above, very often and most common, you're going to have about a 3% property management fee. Why does that vary? Well, the smaller the property, the fewer dollars it's going to generate. And if I have a 3% on a very, very, very tiny property, maybe I'm only going to make $30 a month to manage. Who's going to manage it for $30? Nobody. So then they're going to have to crank up the management fee as a higher percentage to make sure it's worth their time to manage this property. Same thing happens for you if you're going to manage it. You need to pay yourself just like you would a third-party property management company. Because if you ever decide not to run this yourself and you want to hire somebody else, if you haven't accounted for this in your underwriting or in the deal itself, you're going to get messed up, right? So you got to always factor this in. Property management fee between 3 and 10%. And our sample property of 100 units, we're at that point where you're probably going to be paying about a 3% property management fee. Again, in this example, we're assuming you're going to manage it yourself with your own management company, so you get that fee for that company that you own. Now, you got to pay staff, maybe at the corporate level, not the property level, but maybe at the corporate level. But anyway, so the property management fee, and we're going to assume on this 100-unit property, it is going to be 3%. That's 3% on monthly collected revenue. It's not monthly, just like the asset management fee. It's on how much you were able to collect of the amount that you billed out. Let's say you bill out $100,000 a month for this 100-unit property, and you collect every dime of it because your staff is fantastic. That will be, we'll call it gross revenue, or you can also call it top-line income. Gross income. This is before expenses are taken out. We're just talking about how much money came in the door and hit the bank account. Let's say it's $100,000 in this example. So now we just factor, right? $100,000 times 3% equals your fee is, that math, $3,000 per month for being the company that oversees the day-to-day operations on the property, right? So now, just like always, we're going to take this one step further. We're going to say that $3,000 per month divided by the total number of units is going to be $30 per month per unit. Remember, we always talk about per unit per month per unit, because I want you to keep scale in mind.